You. Good. Come on. Yes! Hello? Sorry about the thing right there. Complaints that I'm a little bit, well, quiet / you can't hear what I'm saying. Don't laugh at me. You can't hear what I'm saying, sort of things in my videos. So, that will be fixed immediately. And, you can probably tell. If this isn't better, and this is just awful, just please tell me. It's good to know. Stop laughing, evil. Wish I could shoot the Kerbal balls at you. Ugh. Sounds slightly odd. Okay, so, yeah, new game. We're gonna be going from here, that place, well, everywhere. Stop laughing at me. Okay, you know what? Alright, so, what are we going to be doing today? Actually, career mode, yeah, I've had enough of that. Can't get MechJeb to work or anything. Okay, and today we will be the Duna mining Duna mining stuff. Yeah. I love this flag, by the way. KH4. Like, sort of a spin-off of CH4, but it's KH4. Obviously, Kethane is, well, the Kerbal equivalent of methane. Yeah. Just a little bit of information. Love that flag. I love it even more than that flag. That flag is a bit dull. I remember when flags first came out and was like boring, 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 WTF. And yeah, I was like, they didn't really have a good selection of flags, and I never got around to making one myself, even though I probably should have done that. Alright, and so let's be off. We shall be going to Duna, hopefully. And this will, of course, okay, the facility is closed. Okay. I'm happy when that facility is closed. Sometimes those planets going backwards like that just drives me up the wall. It drives me up one wall and down the other. Oh, what? MechJeb. Yeah, I just got the new version of MechJeb, and it's... Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, I guess I'll just use the... God, how many of... What else is cloned? Apparently we have those things cloned, of course. Oh dear, Kerbal attachment system. What's a ground... I need to learn so much of this stuff. I haven't really used this science. Oh yeah. So if we're gonna be doing any probey stuff, we need that. What is a massive medium interplanetary clash dish? Wherever your Kerbals, wherever you are in the Kerbal system, you'll be able to stay in contact with this. Good. Science. Okay, okay. So, we're going to be building the, well, small steps, of course. So, we're going to have sort of a, well, this is how I'm planning it out. So, in my mind, I'm seeing we have a space station in, I don't know, 90-ish kilometer, yeah, 90 kilometer orbit above Kerbin. And this space station is where we're gonna set up some crafts that are gonna look. So we're gonna have our space station, and it's just throwing something together here. It's gonna have something like this, you know, and then some more stuff on it, like that, and just, you know, this isn't exactly what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something like this, and this will be like going in between the planets with maybe a small load of supplies down here, and this beautiful banner. I like it. I don't know why I like. Is it because of maybe the sharp colors? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be having those, and those look like something that would be benefited by having a medium size. Where is it? One of these docking ports on it, because oh, hello Caesar. Because we're gonna be wanting to put on the heavy loads on the back end, so we can truck those off into interplanetary space. Okay. No, I don't want you. You garbage. Hear me? Okay, good. So we're gonna want something that can exist up in Kerbin's upper range area, and we're gonna want some crew on it. Okay, so some crew, and yeah, some crew on it, really. And then let's see, what is that? It's a little thing, I guess. What is it? Oh, there's tiny. Okay. Well, it's a little thing, and it looks so cute. Okay, 3 million meters, so not actually that good. What? That thing is like gigameters. Gigameters? Really? Cone angle is tiny. Snaps in the high dynamic pressure. Okay, I've wasted like half this video on just, you know, blabbering. I like to do that. Can't quite get my point across and say, well, a lot. There we go. I'm gonna try and not say for, hold on, there again. I'm going to not say for 8 minutes, and so if you hear me go really silent, that's because I'm trying to avoid saying the U word. Alright, so yeah, just going to resist saying it. I feel like I'm like having a cramp and I'm reverting to saying like a lot, which is not particularly good. Darn it. Okay, restarting the time. A minute, no saying the U word. Okay. I can do this. I am capable of this feat of not saying the U word for a minute. So, we're going to need docking of some type, so okay, that passed. So just something like that. Sort of freestyling it here. Probably won't be the final model. And then, you know, some docking ports along here, as seen. And how do I arrange that properly? That's not right. I said there. I didn't say the U word. For those of you trying to just catch me in the act, because believe you me, it'll happen. Don't worry. So Alright. Beginning to come a little bit more fluent in the English language as we speak. And I probably just got really quiet right there because I was leaning over. But don't worry, I didn't say the U word. And so, yeah, that looks pretty nice. How much? Oh, yeah. Slap quick. Which one is the right one? I don't know. Get crew capacity. Okay, SAS torque. I like SAS. So, MechJeb. How much vessel stats? How much do we weigh? Not much. Not much indeed. And we've got a tank of fuel here. I think we can do better, though. We can do better, though. Re mi fa sol latte. You know, do re mi fa sol latte. Okay, so. Okay, there. This probably will weigh a little bit more. How much does that weigh? Vessel info, like 20 tons. Well, we're gonna need a little bit of extra delta V, I think. So, I'm going to actually put on that, and I'm going to put on. Oh, what about extra RCS? Yeah, slap on some RCS. And our vessel stats just put us under 20 tons. Now we can start putting on, you know, the stuff that makes vessels. So, what is grab key storable? What is this? Is this something that like goes down, clips onto the ground or something? A simple part that can be used for support, attaching stuff, ports, pipes, etc. Kerbal attach pipe and end point. Pipe end point? Is there a strut end point? Is there a beginning point? So things only end, they don't actually ever begin. Is that A, B, what? Okay. I've wasted a lot of time talking, and that may not be optimal. Let's just find out. So, I'm thinking something like that for in the way of power. Check on the vessel, still fairly good weight. I'm talking to the YouTubes, little brother of mine. Okay, and that's our power vessel info. It's a fine line, you know, it's a fine line between good and ew. You're gonna need to take off 4 of those. Actually, whoa, that is the mega derp right there. Let's not do that. So, note, I still haven't said the U word, it's a record. So, what's gonna happen is, we're gonna have ships coming in, docking on here. We're gonna have other ships coming along and depositing their payloads onto those ships. And then, we are going to put a nice asparagus stage launcher on there. Now, you might have been following me, and be like, yeah, I concur, I agree. And then I said asparagus stage. Oh boy. I'm actually surprised by how many people don't do this on a regular basis. It's like having to eat asparagus IRL. It's something you have to do, which is why I avoid it. Okay, so first of all, we need something with a positive, or, well, if you put in the formula, it's positive. Thrust to weight ratio greater than 1, pretty much. Vessel info. TW ratio is not 1 in any manner or respect. Skipper, can you help us, Skipper? Vessel info. Thrust to weight is acceptable at this point. Actually, What's the ISP of that? That's what? 390. ISP of that? I don't know. They have the same sea level ISP. I wonder how many. Just gonna. Okay, video's gonna need to come to an end here fairly soon. Let's see. What is that? That's about 600 kilonewtons, am I right? 600, 650. Okay, so, and we have about... I'm gonna say if we put on a 4-way adapter and put on those little engines, how much thrust does that put off? How much is that? Vessel info? Oh, that's like a poodle engine. Okay, so we're not pulling that one off. Sorry. It was a good thought, but it's not going to get anywhere. And, okay, I'm just going to finish the asparagus staging because you guys need to... This needs to be seen. Because, come on. It's asparagus, you guys. It's essential to being a proper Kerbonaut. And I think that these outer tanks are going to be poodles. Because the more efficient, the merrier, right? Right. So, if we put on poodle engines, vessel info, make for sure they're all activating at once. Okay, that gives us a reasonable TW ratio. Yeah, TW, that's right. Like, if I had been saying TR, I would have done that. TR, thrust ratio. Kind of makes sense. Not really. And spot on. Okay, TW is still looking good. Looking very good. If I do say so myself. I think this rocket's going to be a success. Yeah, so basis of asparagus staging, you put a pair of tanks on which are draining fuel into this central tank, and then you put another pair of tanks on that are about, like, if you put all 3 pairs, it makes 6-way symmetry, but, so you put it like that, ish. You can figure this out for yourselves. You guys are smart if you play KSP, I hope. And then you have fuel going from here, and then into here. So, first it drains this, then that, and that's very fuel efficient. And I'm sorry I've been blowing on the mic, haven't I? And in here, of course, like that. And we still have a positive T thrust away. Now, I do want to get off the ground with some gusto, so I'm going to make those skippers. Okay, now. There we go. Got the pip in our step. Nice, 1.73. Alright, so that's the asparagus built. Now we need to actually stage it. So create 2 empty stages once you've done that. And now, get an angle like this so you can see that one, and that one, according to the fuel lines, how they are. See, that's going into the center. So that's the one going into the center. That's the second to last one to drop. That's, of course, the last one. Oh, decoupler? Yeah. That's the first one, and that's the second to first one to drop. See? Because, yeah. Hopefully you're sort of understanding what I'm talking about. So, first one to drop needs to be the first one to drop, amazingly. So, that's the first one to drop. We're going to drop it first. Second one to drop it second. So, first, second, third, fourth, like that. And that will give us, wait for it. Okay, so that's enough to get us into a reasonable orbit. Reasonable. Ow, that hurts. Okay. And that's it for this episode. Next, we will be launching this, and I will see you next time. Please be sure to comment and say, hey, I watched this video, because it would be nice to actually know people do watch my videos, you know. So, I know you do. I have like 60, 70 something views all in total recently, so I know there are people, but they don't leave comments, and comments are greatly appreciated. Even how jacked up Google Plus is, comments say, hey, I watch your videos.